for your freedom.
It is getting powered by World Sports Betting. It is goodtimes.co.za. Orlando Pirates yahamba eSpain yabuya. Kwakhala ngento yobana ndidlala neteam yase-Israel kwathini. iPirates ihambe yayiholiday yini. Yazi laa ndawo so bathi yiMabheya. Laa ndawo nabantu base-England. They go and bayogcakamela ilanga. Yazi. They go there to bask in the sun. Mabheya, it's their favorite destination. Like Ibiza, they go there to go for clubs and drinking. So iPirates we say Mabheya, and they came back. Well done to them. Pre-season means nothing. Just go there, fitness, togetherness as a team as well. But talking about Orlando Pirates, one of their players said to them, Bafethu, ngiyahamba ngeZimbabwe ngicela nihambe neSpain mina ngizobe ngihamba ngeZimbabwe because I have an emergency. 2 minutes Terrence Dzvukamanja signs officially with Supersport United. Tso Vilakazi, our analyst, Orlando Pirates released a statement. They were pissed off ukuthi sigcine uhamba wena uya eZimbabwe manje ususayine ku Supersport United. Maybe a couple of things to ask. Why do you allow a contract to end in the first place? How important was Terrence Dzvukamanja to Orlando Pirates? Will they miss his goals? What do you make of that situation? So,
Mr. Geo kunjani mfethu? Ngibulise wena, ngibulise Justice, ngibulise Junior, ngibulise nanemakhaya. Ngicela support njalo like iDiskiTV. Ngizobeka nje njalo ngijike futhi. Mr. Geo, you know, I think it's they just need to learn in the hard way and hope everyone has learned kulento enzakala ku Orlando Pirates ukuthi if a player is important a team in time. Don't wait. Why do you have to wait until the last minute, the last day of his contract, and then you decide maybe you want to give him a contract or you want to renew or want to exercise the option? Why it has to be done on the last minute? And yeah, it's sad that it has to happen in this way, Mr. Nkeo, but definitely Pirates, they will miss him because he's, you know, he's a player that was giving the Pirates some goals, always inside the box. Where there was no action, there was nothing, he was just going to come in an open space and get a goal. So when, you know, I don't know, you're a mistake, you're ama-dynamics of football ayashintsha yabona. So kwakudlala aba 4-4-2 sedlala aba 4-3-3 manje. So you need to move with time. Why ngisho kanjalo ukuthi mangithi we need to move with time. iPirates, they were supposed to see this long time ago. So I don't know how it slipped laphana kubo ukuthi baze bahambe and leave him. You know, players, that's why you need to move with time. So I don't know, maybe cooler where they didn't see it coming. But when you know that this player is giving us something that we don't have, and then now he's left with maybe 2 months, time up. He's a key player. You don't have anyone else that can come in and help you. So yeah, man.
Maybe the writing was on the wall. So that should say something. No player misses a preseason unless the agreement was you go to Zimbabwe for a couple of days and then you come back. Let's just wait for that. Yeah, I think so. The other thing is that it's a red flag when you go overseas in Spain and you leave someone behind, especially with preseason. No one misses a preseason unless umuntu signer like late. You're still negotiating. No one misses a preseason. I think maybe Pirates would have seen this coming in a way. Uguti manje, like similar to Ukama. Now they allowed the contract to run down, and then by the time they were trying to call him, they had to release a statement Uguti is not picking up the phone. Mara, they allowed the contract to run down as well. From a Pirates perspective, there's Lipasa so. It gives them a different dimension. There's Bonvenue Evanga. It gives them a different dimension. There is Maru who scored. I was watching all of these games, the Pirates online. He scored Maru, but really I can't really say what is his main strength. There's Gemit Erasmus as well up front. I'm sure I'm forgetting someone else as well. Mara, it doesn't look like they are a team about shot and a striker. Mara, this kid, Dzvukamanja, he was scoring headers. Although he doesn't look tall, he was scoring crucial headers, especially as they qualified for a Champions League. He kept on scoring headers after header after header, so he gives them something different. But I showed to Pambili Pirates, but they need someone who's a goal poacher.
Mr. Nkeo, you know, I get worried kakhulu when into so sensakale ma teaming. You know, in Rizela a red flag about the planning of a team for next season, because if you immediately season towards the end, now you're like, okay, Saketala, Masketalana, and then you need to look at next season. Next season, then you look down, you open your book and check. Ubanban selling how many years, Ubanban how many months, Ubanban in okay, who do we want? Or some funalo. Coach, list. And then then you go there, go contract okay, or a low coach, then that's where you engage. But now, if Mr. Nkeo, it will come to the last day of the contract, and then you guys Niham and Ishi play behind. Yo. Hey, Mr. Nkeo, you know, once a player is left, and we cannot blame Dzvukamanja by going to Supersport because, you know, Mr. Nkeo, you cannot Dzvukamanja uzomela manje ukutheni ukuthi he did well. He played for the team. He scored for the team. That's why the team is Champions League now. And in other words, by all the hard work that he did, meaning the team didn't show him appreciate. That's why he decided to go, you know what, njoba nale itinyulusan lapha ekhaya mina izinto, and then mhlambe ngizothi manibuya sihlangane siqhubekeke. So mabagibela iflight bona bathi yena wathatha yakhe iflight le ekhaya obuya back la wayiqeda ne Supersport, because
you don't have to fly to Pretoria, so
no mntambambile wayo mntamba uthi waya ekhaya le ngaphandle
bambi Texas eGermiston
bayale. You know, Mr. Nkeo, it's sad because one thing that players they like and abayithanda kakhulu is ukuthi I want to be loved.
appreciation.
Ngithande man, ngibonisa ukuthi uyangithanda, uyabo, ngibonisa ukuthi I'm special to you. So I think the boy felt ukuthi maybe Timmy didn't show ukumthanda after all the hard work that he did. That's why I decided to go.
All right, last one, so let's look at Supersport now. They are gaining from this. Etiosa Ikodaro, they signed from Sundowns. Grant Magaman permanently signed as well. Now Dzvukamanja, I'm sure there's other players that they've signed. Ronald Fumbitsai, a lot of players that they've signed. They've gained from Dzvukamanja. I remember Ujuna was saying, he was agreeing with you last week, Guti, this is a top 4 team. Yeah. My problem was that it was before we knew Guti Batolo Etiosa Ikodaro. He scored 12, 13 goals for Chippa United last season, not Dzvukamanja. I was saying, look, they lost to Masego, no Nalendwana le Paris, Maswanganya. So I thought, you know what, they're not replacing them. You know, but with these 2 players, Ngapambili, plus Abu Grant Makaman, plus Abondlov, and all of the players that they have as well. What does the future look like for Supersport United with these players now? I'm sure, as you predicted correctly last season, top 4. What does it look like this time around?
Mr. Nkeo, it's going to be a very tough one. Seeing Gavin and calling him a soldier back. Dzvukamanja, no one knew him, but was scoring goals. Remember, if it's my winner, league was also one of the top players, Dzvukamanja Lapayana, and I think I couldn't understand that. Even now at Pirates, I think they don't understand. But finally, they've seen, you know what, he's not really a good player, but he can score. You know, once he get that opportunity, he will put that ball in the net. Mr. Nkeo is going to be a very tough one. But I still put Ukavin up. Ukavin top 2 match. Yeah, if I was number 1, number 2. That one, I'm telling you now. Looking at the players are now Itiman are now settled match. Trust me, because last season, our players alone were from outside, so he couldn't do much. So he had to stay now. So now, our players check our players are signed maybe 1 or 2. I think 1 alone is the one from, I think, Sundowns. There's a player from Sundowns.
Ricardo Gosno, Grant Magaman were the players on loan. But through this deal, Gamasego, I think they were able then to get to Magaman as full-time. But Ricardo Gosno, I think, is still there. And then Ikodaro belongs to Sundowns, but is now on loan to them as well. They look very strong.
Yes. No, look, Gavin, and mind you, these two, look, 12 goals from cheap. Lo has been scoring go Pirates. So when you've got these two with the footballer dlala ngayo Gavin. Mzekeo, mangasu number 2 Gavin uzoyiwin league. Mzekeo, watch Gavin, because look, not that I disrespect other teams. Gavin, you could see from the distance, with le pass and the losing speed. Gavin, I said it even last season, uzobala ku top 4, and that's what happened. And now with the team, watch the space.
There you go. That's Dzvukamanja joining Supersport United. Of course, joined, I think, Bidvest in 2020. The season near COVID. I think he joined them in that season, and he was scoring. Unfortunately, Bidvest was dismantled, and teams started taking their players, about Domingo, about Tulan Tlatwayo, and stuff like that. They had to sell their players to other teams. But yeah, like he's a goal scorer. He's joining Supersport United. It's going to be interesting next season to see how far Supersport can take this. iDiskiTV, Diski Times, World Sports Betting. Thank you for watching us.